Hi, Kathy Barwick here for AddictedToPlasticCanvas.com. Even though my true passion is for plastic canvas, occasionally I do make other items as well. And in this lesson I'm going to show you how to make a frilly scarf using Starbella flash yarn. Move this out of the way so you can see. That is the name. This yarn comes in a skein, and what I've done, I've taken a male tube and I've used that to take my whole entire skein of yarn and wrap it around. Opening up this yarn is like a fishnet material. Opening it up and wrapping it around the entire tube. Okay? And the reason I do that is so you have something that anchors your yarn, and you don't have to constantly on every stitch take your yarn and pull it apart. Okay, now as you can see, this yarn has a ribbed edge with metallic thread. That's your bottom. Then it has your holes, bigger holes, fishnet holes up at the top. That is what you're going to put onto your needles, and that's what you're going to knit with. Okay, you want to leave about 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 holes at the end of your yarn. Just leave those. So start on your 6th hole. Okay, the very top. You can see how when you pull this yarn apart, you have all those holes at the very top. What you're going to do is take one needle and poke it through the front. Then you're going to hold on to your yarn, skip the next hole, go in from the back. Skip the next hole, go in from the front. Skip the next hole, go in from the back. Skip the next hole, go in from the front. Skip the next hole and go in from the back. You want to have 6 chains on your needle. Okay, so if you count them, there's 1, 2, back this up a little bit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now you're going to grab a hold of that excess that you had. You don't want this hanging from your scarf. Go in to the second hole and just pull that around to the back. Okay, now you're going to bunch all those up towards the front and take your needle, your other needle. So you have 2, 4, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so now you want to take both of these, the very first 2, and put your needle through them. Then find the top of your yarn and skip the closest hole to you and go into the next one. Take the yarn and wrap it around that back needle, and then take your back needle and go from the back up to the front and pull those 2 off. Okay, then put your needle back in through the front to the back, grab your thread, skip the first hole, put the next hole on your needle, and slip it from the back to the front and pull it off. Go to the next hole, go from the front to the back, skip first hole, go to the next one, take it, put it around that back needle, take your back needle up to the front and pull it off. Go to the next hole, put your needle in, skip a hole, go to the next one, wrap it around your back needle, take your back needle up to the front, pull it off. Go to the next hole, take your yarn, skip a hole, go to the next hole, put it around your needle, take that needle, pull it from the back to the front, and pull it off. Go from the front to the back, skip a hole, go to the next one, put it around your needle, and pull it off. Then, okay, your needle's facing, it's pointing to the left. Take your needle and flip it around so that it points to the right. Okay. Each time you make that turn, it's going to create the swirl of the frill. Okay. So you have your first row done. Okay. And you're just going to continue to do that every row until you finish the entire skein of yarn. Okay. Once you get it done, once you're at the very end and you have approximately 5 or 6 holes, this would be your end. Then you're going to do the same thing as you did when you started, only you're going to bind it off now. And to do that, you put your needle through the first one. You find the next hole closest to you. You skip that hole and go to the next one. Put it on the back needle. Pull it down. Bring your needle around to the front. Pull it off. Go to the next stitch. Go to the top of your thread. Find the hole closest to you that you haven't gone in. So it's this one. Go to the next one. Wrap it around that back needle. Bring it from the back to the front and pull it off. So now you have 2 chains on your right needle. Take your left needle, poke it through this first stitch and bring it up over. Okay, do that again. Bring it up over and pull it off. So now you have 1 on the right. Now you go and knit another one on the left. Skip the first hole. Bring it around. Bring it to the front. Pull it off. Then go back to this first stitch. Grab the stitch and pull it over that one and pull it off. Go to the next stitch, pull it through, find your hole, skip one, go to the next one, put it around, bring it to the back to the front, pull it off. You have 2 stitches, bring that back one over the front one and pulling it off. Okay, bring it through, skip a hole, go to the next hole, bring it around, pull it off. Now you have 2 stitches. Go to the first one and pull it over the next one and pull it off. Then you're on your last stitch and go to the top of your yarn, find your first hole, go to the next one, put it around your needle and pull it off. Now you only have 2 stitches left on there. Go to the very last one, pull it over the first one. Okay, now you only have 1 stitch left. Pull that stitch and hold on to it. Then if this was your 5 holes left of your yarn, the very end, so it's chopped off, okay, you'd take that end and put it through that loop and then tie that end into a knot. And then when your scarf hangs on both ends, the overlap of the frill will hide the knot underneath. Okay, so I finished one scarf with the sachet yarn, and I'll show that to you briefly. From the bottom going up to the top, you can see how it twists and turns. You can see the frills. This is a variegated yarn. It's very beautiful. Has little metallic flakes on the rib. And a whole skein of this yarn will make a scarf approximately 70 inches long. Okay, go back over here. So that's all you have to do, and that finishes up the scarf. If you're interested in watching any other of my how-to videos on plastic canvas, please visit addictedtoplasticcanvas.com, and I thank you for watching.